That's it?
That's it.
Alright. So yeah, anyway, this is going to be... anyway, I'm Other Peter, not regular Peter from this channel. But anyway, this is my fight here against the Gamordan Stormrider. Sloppy as fuck, by the way. Solus here just got fucking shreked right off the gate. Because originally, my original fight was much more graceful, because she got all bugged out after I killed her, and then wouldn't die or drop loot. She just kind of hovered around, and then kind of dropped out of the sky like a bat out of hell screaming, and that was all kind of fucked up. Anyway, I brought here with me my Inquisitor, who is Sword and Shield, in some trouble there, I guess. Tuck and roll in the wrong direction, because it's just the best when that happens. Anyway, I got myself, Sword and Shield, Blackwall, Sarah, and Solus. Solus being an ice mage. This thing is resistant to electricity, so don't be a fucking retard like me and bring someone with an electrical weapon. Blackwall has like a thunder maul or something.
You're about to get smoked.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, the whole point is just like stay the fuck out of the way. Like that's it. You need your evade and your combat roll and your teleporting mages at all times to not be completely destroyed by this dragon. Yeah, and then she, of course, just the best.
Right into it.
You know, she had barrier up, so that's okay. Barrier and guard, very, very important. Blackwall has his focus ability, gives him full guard and then taunts the enemy as well, so that's really, really handy. Also, if you have a sword and shield guy, make sure their tactics AI is set to prefer shield wall. Because the AI, excuse me, they're just burping constantly. The AI will use it when they're about to get hit with a big attack, which is like the dragon's melee and shit.
What's the dragon doing now?
This is tornado bullshit. Will suck in characters within the cyclone, so you want to be in the windy circle. And every time they get dragged, if they get dragged, that is, they will take a fuck ton of damage, basically. It's just, they'll just get destroyed. You want to stay out of the way of that stuff, too. Because those orbs, well, they don't linger very long. They will shock your characters as they get too, if they get too close to them, rather. And that's just always bad news.
Where do you want to stand?
Near its legs, I guess, because if you can hit, if you can get enough damage done on two legs on the same side, so it's like arm and its leg on the right side, or it'll like get crippled and topple over. I don't remember if I managed to cripple this one. But it is really handy, because if you cripple them, they'll just topple over and lie on their side for about 15-20 seconds. And they'll just kind of swat at you, but if you get on their other side from their legs, like if you get on their wing side, I guess, when they're toppled over, you can just kind of attack them like without risk. Get that away there. Good dodge, Blackwall. Thanks, bro. I also have friendly fire turned on because I'm not a bitch. So you'll see I tend to do a lot of... I get his tactic ability, which is like Firestorm in later. But everybody's got to get out of the way and stay out of the way. Same thing with all of the big two-handed attacks. Like Mighty Blow is an AoE, that'll do friendly fire. Same with Whirlwind, you can just murder your friends. But yeah, it's basically just try and avoid taking damage. Keep your squishy mates out of the way to ensure that they don't take too much damage. And also, Healing Mist is the best grenade. It's like a little bottle you can throw out. It's one of the little blue AoEs, and it'll heal anybody within it. It's a little, like, whatever, it's like a little potion you can toss at people. Here's where I get Firestorm coming in. So I tell everybody to get out of the way, and then this thing conveniently stands still for long enough to take some damage. So it takes normal damage for fire. It has a spirit weakness, apparently, which is good to have Solus there, because he is a spirit mage, I believe. And yeah, Sarah just pulling all the aggro here by the... Stay out of the water is super key at this guy as well. Because he can electrify the water, or she, rather, can electrify all the water. But anyway, yeah, just tell people to stay out of the way if you're playing with friendly fire, which you should, if you're an OG.
Yeah, he's just chilling in the fire right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess she just doesn't really care, right? She's only level 15 too, so this wasn't the hardest fight, but like I said, towards the end it gets kind of sloppy because I was trying to rush just to get it done again, right? just due to the first one being all bugged out. And this takes 20 fucking minutes, even when you know what you're doing. See, there's Blackwall there, just not exactly enjoying what he's doing. Oh yeah, no, it's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, and then as far as equipment goes, I mean, just don't use anything electric. Is basically it. Poison's always good because dots is just super handy when it comes to stuff like this. Try not to waste your potions. Obviously, that probably goes without saying, but only use your potions if your character has like the last 2 little squares of their health bar left, because you need them. This thing just has so much health and so much damage resistance. I think this is when it's going to start electrifying the water and just turn it into a death trap for a little while. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so now all the water is electrified. So if you touch it, that just does crazy damage over time.
The floor is lava. Basically,
yeah, it turns the floor into lava. Oh yeah, here I'm using Rally, which is personally my favorite. Yeah, put
goes in the water.
Well, I mean, she's getting dragged in by its tornado thing, which is just a terrible combo. It's just the worst. But yeah, Solus has his Fade Walk, which is great. If you can get that on all your mages, regardless of what element you choose to have them specialize in, having a dodge is super key in dragon fights. Especially since, you don't really want everybody to use the same element. Solus is ice, and then his whatever, special crap. But yeah, anyway, Rally is the Templar focus ability that gives guard to all of your characters over time, depending on how much focus you have. So with 2 bars it regenerates, it'll generate guard for something like 20-30 seconds. And that's constant. Even if it gets knocked down, it'll go back up. Which, as far as I know, is the only way to get guard on mages and rogues. Which is fantastic, because you can layer a barrier on top of that. And then have 2 things that the dragon needs to get through before it can, ice you. Shut the fuck up! Battery low. Yeah, anyway, now she's just going to come around here, do a bit of a bombing run. It's best to wait a bit, pause your tactical camera when you feel like you know kind of where that shit's going to go down, and then just get everybody out of the way. Because, again, the explosion does a huge amount of damage, and then it does a little bit of damage over time.
Ooh,
right there. See, Sarah
such dodge.
Just got out of the way. And then, of course, it crashes in off camera and crushes Blackwall, who's having just the best time right now. There we go. That's perfect. Yeah, this one, luckily, is not one of the dragons that can generate armor, or generate their own guard, because that's obviously also a huge bitch to get rid of.
Are you only going for the legs, or is there a torso part?
It's got 5 parts. It's got face, like right here, face, and then each of its limbs. Attacking its limbs is the best idea, honestly, just because if you can manage it, you can... Oh, right here actually is Blackwall's special ability as well. He's a champion. That champion ability, you've got those shields floating around him right now. He is completely invulnerable for 8 seconds. So if you can time that with your AoEs, or if you can time that with the floors made of lava shit, it makes him pretty much the best when trying to fight dragons. And here goes Sarah, just...
Lasers.
She didn't stand up a chance.
And you just walk in the water.
Well, it's because I wanted to get halfway across, and then I figured I probably should have dodged at the time. Hindsight 2020, I should have just, combat rolled through there. But, yeah, see what Blackwall did there. Cover some ground by dodging, and then, try and stay out. Because this will electrify the entire pool. But yeah, attacking the legs is the best idea, because if you can take them both out on one side, they will fall over and give you some time to do as much damage as you can, without any risk of being hurt.
Can you just kite him, away from any pool of water?
No, they have, their own arenas, the dragons, and this is his, or hers, rather. This is just, where she's meant to fight. They will go around sometimes, this one does its bombing run and shit. Yeah, here was just the worst timing. So I was sending Solus to get Sarah up, but then it did its, tornado dealy, and I decided I had to teleport him right into the fray. That's Mighty Blow. That is a great move, but it is AoE, so keep that in mind if you've got homies close by, because they will be completely destroyed.
Now, are you attacking certain limbs, or are you just going for whatever limb is closest to your character?
For the moment, like this fight, like I said, was super sloppy because I was the second time I was doing it in 5 minutes.
Fucking scrub.
Because the first one got fucked up. But you should focus. I have the dragon that I recorded today. My characters here just losing their minds right now. Just up top, the Inquisitor and Blackwall just going crazy. Blackwall does a great thing here. His AI, like I don't know if it knows what's going on here, but I told him to move out of the way of this thing, and then after I switched to Sarah to get a healing mist tossed down, and Blackwall kind of just jumps in, grabs a little bit of the healing mist, and then just like goes back into the fight. Watch this here. He's just like, "Oh, what you guys doing over here? Oh, nice, thanks." Yeah. Anyway, so I was fighting. I fought another electric dragon today, which was a hell of a lot more difficult than this one. Where I did focus on limbs specifically, which you should do, obviously, because if you can knock them down, it's the best. But in this one here, in this fight that you're seeing now, no, I did not focus any of my attention on anything, because I just wanted to get it done again and see if she actually died.
Did you just climb the dragon?
I kind of got, like knocked up a bit there. Here's where here's where things start to go incredibly poor. There, just like... Because at one point... Well, you see that a bit later. So yeah, right now you see I'm just basically trying to keep Blackwall and the Inquisitor alive. Because I was having a ton of trouble just playing so bad. Like, this thing's at like 40% health, and I only have 3 health potions left. So the fact I beat this thing at all is a fucking miracle. 2. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah. Sarah just, tanking it. See, like, all of a sudden,
hits.
For some reason...
3 direct hits in a row.
For some reason, this thing is, like, all of a sudden, my mage is pulling all of the aggro instead of my warriors, which are using... Like, the Inquisitor's using Warcar right now, which is taunts enemies, or supposedly, but sometimes they just don't give a shit. Sometimes they're just like, oh, yeah, well, no, this mage here, he's got all his spooky ice powers, and that's what I want to focus on. So he turned the floor to lava now, but was in a really good spot. So I could attack her legs from the safety of the ground, and also not get sucked into the fire water.
Tuck and roll.
Pew pew. Well, he only spent a second in the water, which isn't so bad. So. But then, and then I was kind of liberal with my healing potions, considering you only have 12, like it's Dark Souls or some shit. It's definitely not a good idea. Also, especially on the PC version, I don't know how this game works on consoles. Probably worse, because the tactical camera...
Oh my god, that must be horrible.
The tactical camera, honestly, isn't fantastic. It's good enough, but it can be kind of tricky to like focus on things here. But anyway, you're going to want to get people to focus on a limb here. Like, this one's bleeding now, the one that just had the yellow star on it. I guess from her perspective, it would be her left leg. It has like blood pouring out of it. When that happens, switch your focus to another limb on the same side, because that means you can cripple the thing when the blood starts pouring out. See, this back leg here has blood pouring out of it as well, so if we either focus on an arm... Yeah, I know, it's just... and
loves your mage.
And no health potions now. Exactly. I couldn't get its attention. Like, my warriors just could not...
Hey.
Yeah, but anyway, I tossed a barrier up and then fade step the fuck out of there, so whatever. It's not so bad.
One of your guys is dead. You have no potions left.
Sarah's dead, but honestly... Yeah, and
you're
still...
at like 37%.
But...
And another direct hit. I love this.
But we totally win. We killed it.
Just kidding. You guys are wasting your time.
Yeah,
we actually lose.
Lol, I actually lose. John dies at the end. Spoilers. I'm sick of fighting these fucking lightning dragons, okay? I don't know how many there are, but I fought 3, and they're way more difficult than the fire, and then apparently ice dragons as well, but I haven't fought any of those yet. So I got my Inquisitor here just attacking the same leg, which is stupid. Don't do it. Switch. Oh yeah. Although I don't know what the benefit of attacking the face is, if I'm to be perfectly honest, because you can't seem to cripple their mouths to stop them from doing breath attacks. So...
Temporary blind? They stand in one place?
Who knows? Yeah, couldn't tell you.
It's a mystery.
But yeah, Sarah actually luckily has some healing mist, so she had one more little Healy grenade.
That's good.
Yeah. Like, honestly, get your rogues to attack the faces, because rogues will have, like, exploding arrows, which are AoE, and have friendly fire as well. Or long shot. Make sure your rogue is super far away. Basically as far away as they can possibly be.
I'm gonna stand in there.
Dude, it's the best place to be. Look at that. Look how good that was. Didn't you see? And then Blackwall has one more regen potion, but I tossed him directly into... Oh, yeah! Oh, fuck, never mind.
Into the water.
Yeah, but he's got his immunity thing going on right now. He's got his 8-second invulnerability. So it doesn't even matter. You can't even die right now. Can't even. Don't even need it. What was I saying? Some shit about rogues? Right. Get as far away as possible in whatever arena you're in. And have them... use long shot on the head, because it tends to give the best critical damage. You can basically get 11,000 damage in one hit. Which, of course, in something that has 138k doesn't really matter. It's not going to make the biggest difference on Earth, but whatever. Might as well, right?
You chipped my nail.
Oh, damn! And there, yeah, my Inquisitor goes down now in the water.
All your guys are in the water. You're like, fuck it.
That's where they belong.
Yep.
Like, remember, the lightning can't hurt you. Fear is the real enemy, Peter. Fear is nothing to fear but fear itself. And then, yeah, I passed out underwater and somehow still got up, and I'm like, oh, coughing out water. And I don't know where that was going.
That's
Oh, this is good. This is good. No, it's perfect. His old command, stand still and die. Is exactly what I needed. And then, yeah, so my rogue is like the only person with any kind of healing ability left at this point. Who I found useful, mine happens to be spec'd out with fire damage mostly. Vivian's focus ability will give you all of your health back and put down like a healing rune around her. So if you guys can group up and just like hang back with her, she'll heal everybody, which is really, really handy. But otherwise, she has basically the only healing magic in the game. And yeah, see, this thing electrifies the entire swamp, so you can't get out of it.
Did this girl just shoot fire at it?
She has an exploding arrow, yeah.
It said immune, so is he immune to fire?
Immune to the burn, yeah.
Okay. So
Or any disabling effects. Like the explosion itself does some damage, but any lingering effects that are supposed to be incurred by
So dots? He's immune to dots?
some, yeah.
Low health.
I am personally dead again. My Inquisitor's down.
I'll go in the fucking fire.
Yeah, just like when you put the tactical camera over certain parts there, if you pause the video, you can see exactly what it is immune and or weak to. Lightning dragons have a spirit weakness, and obviously an immunity to lightning. There we go, Solus just tanking it.
Pierre, come back.
Come back, Pierre. Pew pew! And yeah, just pew pew out of there as quickly as possible.
Hey, mages don't give a fuck.
Dude, Fade Step is super key on all your mages. I only have it on him, and I'm like level 20 now, like an idiot. But whatever. See, it got tripped up here a little bit. Its arm got hurt, which means you should start concentrating on the back leg, which I don't believe I do. But, for someone who has no healing potions left, I think we're doing pretty good, right?
Yeah. 2 guys are down.
Only one. Only me.
What about the other red guy?
Oh, but he's not dead yet. There, see? He's doing just fine. And then I get him, like, pew out of there again. Because he's a wizard. Right? In the tactical camera, it's great. You can set people to interact with things. So I've got Sarah automatically reviving me right now. So I can get back into the fight. Once again, just stay in the...
Didn't she just res you?
Tornado. She was working on it, but then got distracted. Also, projectiles will be deflected by the this windy, gusty thing. As you may have noticed with Solus's projectiles from his staff, arrows and magical bolts will be completely repelled by the wind. Let's see what's going on now. Right. Some fiddly tactics and shit. Get the rogues out of the way. Oh, there goes Solus. Just perfectly timed. Yeah, so we're working on the second leg here in the back, which is what you're supposed to do. Do that from the beginning. Also, you notice like the green lightning around my sword. I have a Master Dragon Slaying rune in my sword. Have those on at least one person per party, no matter what. especially when you're fighting the dragons, you get like an extra 100 bonus damage against dragons. He's fine.
I just love the precision of his hits. He's
It's
just
almost like it's tracking.
No, fuck this guy. Oh, his head's almost dead.
It's going down in general. It doesn't have a whole lot of health left. I don't think I even bothered rezzing Solus at this point. I was just getting her to do everything from way over here. Because this is basically it. Like, this is the end of the fight. Oh, yeah. Do it! They'll take care of themselves. Don't you worry! Yeah, there we go. Everybody up, and then of course the water turns to lava again. And honestly, yeah, I'm trying to get everybody to go around. But here the tactical camera is getting all fiddly, so instead of trying to dodge, my character ended up basically standing perfectly still and attacking it. And then, yeah, then my ability got stuck to my cursor. And then, yeah, this is fucking perfect. This is the sloppiest of the sloppy right now. Just go stab it in the ankles. And once again, Rogue pulling all of the aggro. Solus is down again somewhere. Oh, and then I just materialized next to her. That was good.
It's your teleport.
You're gonna want to pour it in as quickly as you can, you know, and then just once you kind of get in, just make sure you talk to your fire team leader, and like, you know. I just died again, and then it just drops dead out of nowhere.
Just crushes you.
And
you
that's
die
it.
again.
And that's it. That's the Gamordan Stormrider, and then its body will just immaterialize. Do a victory dance.